are starting in a seated position, and we are going to stay in our chair the whole practice. So come to a comfortable seat, scoot your butt way back. And then as you get comfortable, just kind of find a nice, happy place for your feet to settle in, your hands to settle in. And then if it feels comfortable to do so, close your eyes down or just soften your gaze. And then give your body a moment to find its way. And as your body starts to settle in a little bit, right away, bring your awareness down to your feet, to your toes, maybe noticing the texture of whatever is underneath your feet. So if you're wearing socks, you might notice the texture of the fabric of your socks. If you're wearing shoes, you might notice the confines of your shoes. And if you've got bare feet, maybe you'll notice your carpet or your yoga mat, whatever is underneath your feet or around your feet. Just take a moment to notice. Let your toes get soft and heavy. Let the soles of your feet get soft and heavy. Let the tops of your feet get soft and heavy. And then let that soft heaviness find its way to your heels. And then as your heels get heavy, maybe let your awareness travel up to your ankles. Let your ankles be soft and heavy. Let your awareness travel up to your calves and your shins. Notice if you were holding any tension in your calves or your shins, let them be soft and heavy. Let your awareness travel up to your knees. Start by just noticing the tops of your knees. If there's any tender sensation there, if your knees tend to be mischievous, you might notice. And then as you soften through the tops of your knees, just draw your line of awareness around the sides of your knees. And then underneath into the backs of your knees, and let the backs of your knees get soft and heavy. And then let your awareness travel up to your thighs. And then notice here, if you're holding any tension or if you're having any efforting in your thighs, can you let your thighs just get a little heavier in your chair? Let the muscles be soft and heavy. And then let your line of awareness travel up to your butt and your hips. Let your hips be soft and heavy. And then let your awareness travel up to your hip crease. So right about where your front pockets would be. And then just notice. So for some of us, there might be a little belly connected to that hip space. There might be plenty of space, just depending on our proportions of our body. So just notice that hip crease space. And then anything that is in that space, allow it to soften. And then allow your awareness to come up to your belly and your low back. So think of this as a front to back and side to side space, a little bit four-dimensional. And then tune in and notice, are you holding tension in your abdomen or around your belly button? And can you let that tension release or soften your abdomen so that your belly is soft and round? And then as you find that soft roundness in the belly, now tune back into the back side of that space or the low back, and then the sides of the body. And then just take a nice deep breath. Allow your lungs to fill up, but let the belly be soft. Take one more breath here, just keeping some awareness in that soft belly area. And now let your line of awareness draw up a little further. So start to notice your chest, your rib cage. And again, we want to think of the torso as a 4-dimensional space. So think front, back, side, side. So this means you might notice your armpits, the ribs on the side of the body, the lower part of the ribs connected to the back of your chair, and then that higher point of the ribs through the front of your body. And then as you get that awareness of that 4 dimensions of the rib cage and that upper torso, take a nice full breath, fill your lungs up, which means your belly will move a little bit. And then let that breath fill all the way up into the chest cavity. And then as you exhale, let everything be nice and soft. Inhale and fill your lungs up. Let the belly move as well. Let the breath fill all the way up to the collarbone. So you get that front to back, side to side, filling up of the torso. And then exhale nice and slow. Let everything be nice and soft. One more breath here. Great. And then let your awareness come up into the shoulders, or think tops of the shoulders. So think of your shoulders as a little bit of a shelf, and just draw that line of awareness to the tops of your shoulders. And then let your shoulders, that shelf of your shoulders, get a little heavier. Almost imagine that you're trying to sink your shoulders down to the seat of your chair. And then just bring your awareness up to the sides of your neck. Take a nice gentle breath, just noticing. And then can you draw your line of awareness to the back of your neck? And no need to move or change anything, but just see if you can tune in and notice. And then can you draw that line of awareness to the front of your neck and think about front of the neck and throat? And then as you take a gentle breath, can you feel the breath in your throat? One more breath of awareness here. And then can you draw your line of awareness now down your arms? Let your elbows be a little bit heavy. Let your forearms be soft and heavy, hands soft and heavy. If your hands are open to the air, maybe you'll just notice the coolness or the temperature of the air on the top of your skin. And then we're going to pull that line of awareness all the way up to the front of the face. So think nose and the front of your cheeks. And then as you start to find an awareness there, breathe in through your nose if you can. Breathe out through your nose if you can. If you're congested, feel free to breathe in through your mouth and not through your mouth. But if you can, breathing in through your nose, start to become aware of just that subtle, gentle coolness of the air in through your nostrils as you breathe in. Get an idea of that exchange of breath in the lungs. And then as you exhale, notice the warmth of the air as you breathe out. Inhale through the nose if you can, noticing the coolness of the air. Exhale through the nose if you can, and then just notice that subtle exchange of breath, and maybe you'll notice more warmth of your exhale. Take one more breath here. And then before we move away from this place of stillness, take a moment here to set an intention to honor your mind and your body throughout your practice, never doing anything in your practice that would cause your body pain, and treating yourself with love, care, and respect. And then with that intention set, start to lift your back away from the back of the chair. So we're sitting up a little taller. And then if you can keep your eyes closed for this, walk your butt forward in your seat just a little bit. So your butt finds the center of your chair, your feet are nice and firm on the ground, but eyes are still closed. So we're still tuning into that, the awareness of the body internally. And then once you have that upright spine, butt is in the center of your chairs, let your hands just rest wherever is the most comfortable. Take a nice deep inhale. Nice slow exhale. The next inhale, we're going to fill the lungs up, allow the belly to inflate. So let your belly be sort of soft and move with your breath. Exhale nice and slow and just let all of that air go. Inhale and fill your lungs up, let your belly inflate. Exhale nice and slow, let all that air go. And take one more nice full breath here. Inhale as you fill your lungs up, nice deep breath. Bring it all the way down to the bottom of the lungs. Exhale nice and slow. And then again here, keeping your eyes closed if it feels available. We're going to move into the head and the neck. As you inhale, gently lift your chin upward towards the sky. And as you exhale, tuck your chin down to your chest and keep your shoulders down and back. And then keep a mental note here. If you're starting to feel dizzy or lightheaded, it might feel better to open your eyes. So you do the variation that feels good. Inhale as you lift your chin up. Exhale as you tuck your chin down. One more cycle of breath here. Inhale as you lift your chin up. Exhale as you tuck your chin down. Bring your head to a nice neutral position, and then from here, open your eyes. We're going to turn the head to the left, turn it in an active position. So you're going to keep your chin level with your shoulder, or keep it in parallel with the shoulder. So we're just turning the head to the left. And then once you've turned your head to the left, just as far as you can, so it's an active position, now you're going to look your eyes to the right and slightly up. So think about a 45-degree angle upward or up to the corner of your room. So turn your eyes to the right, hold that position. And then once you feel your eyes start to water, or you feel the sensation like you want to yawn, release your eyes and then turn your head back to center. Take a nice big breath as you come back to center. Exhale, soften your shoulders. And then we're going to turn the head in the other direction. So it's an active turning of the head. And then once you've found that active position, turning the head, now look your eyes in the opposite direction and then slightly upward. So maybe like a 45-degree or up towards the corner of the ceiling. Hold that position with your eyes as long as you can. And then either you'll feel the sensation to yawn or your eyes will start to water. So whichever comes across your eyes first. And then when you feel that sensation happen, release your eyes. And then when you feel ready, turn your head back to center. And then as you come back to center, take a nice full inhale. Nice slow exhale. Awesome. And now we're going to take either index finger, middle finger, or ring finger. So you're going to decide which finger is the best for you. And then we're going to find right about where your nostrils are. We're going to find that little crease, that line or that crease that runs right along your mouth shape. So walk right down from your nostrils where that crease meets your nostrils. And then we're going to push in towards the face and then slightly upward towards the nostrils, just with a gentle pressure. And then once you feel a little bit of gentle pressure, you might feel that little musculature right underneath your fingertips. Close your eyes down or just soften your gaze. Take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath out. Relax that pressure point, and then we're going to push in again, but now push out to the side. So rather than pushing just directly in towards the face, push in slightly and then out. Hold that gentle pressure, close your eyes down, take a nice deep breath in. Nice slow breath out. Awesome, release that pressure, and then we'll come back to it, pushing in towards the face and then slightly down. So you might not get as much movement here. Pushing in gently, take a nice deep breath in. Nice slow breath out. Release that pressure. And then one more time, we're going to push in towards the face and then again, upward towards the nose. And then take a nice deep breath in. Nice, slow breath out. And then release your hands all together. Soften your face, soften your eyes. Take a nice, gentle breath. Nice, slow breath out. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, eyes open, slide your hands forward. We're going to move right into a seated cat-cow. So if you need to, scoot your butt forward in your chair so your feet are nice and firm on the ground. Inhale as you lift your chin, lift your chest. And then exhale, round your back, tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. And then keep that breath going. Move with your breath's rhythm. Move at a pace and a depth that feels good to you. Feel free to pause anywhere if there's a place that needs to be explored or tended to. So if you find a little stretch through the neck and the throat feels good to stop at, stay there. If it feels good to round the shoulders and tuck the chin in and make a little space between the shoulder blades, maybe pause there. Or if it feels better to find a fluid movement, you do the variation that feels good, but take a little bit of time. Take 2 more cycles of breath. And then once you feel like you've gotten those 2 cycles of breath completed, come to an upright spine. We're going to move right into a seated twist. So right hand's going to reach across to the left knee. Left hand reaches behind you, top of the chair, low side of the chair, just whatever works better for the chair that you're working in. And then take a nice big inhale. Think about getting really tall up through the crown of your head. Slow exhale, maybe you draw a little deeper into that twist. And then we're going to keep this twisted position with the spine, but now turn your head and look over your right shoulder. Release your head back to a neutral point, and then release your twist. And we're going to take it all the way over to the other side. So catch your other knee, catch the back of your chair. Inhale and get nice and tall up through the top of your head. Exhale, soften a little deeper into your twist. And then keeping that leverage twisted position, turn your head in the opposite direction, looking over your shoulder. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, release. Come back to center, step your feet just a little bit closer to each other. So we want a little space that our belly and our chest can rest on. And then we're going to think lift up and over. So you're going to inhale and lift the belly, lift the chest, lean the heart forward. And then you're just going to let your belly and your chest rest on your thighs. Let your hands hang nice and heavy. Soften through the back of your neck. Feel that bit of compression of your belly against your thighs, and then just see if you can tune in and notice your breath in the backside of your body. So think ribs, sides of the rib cage, space between the shoulder blades, and then maybe even explore if you can feel breath in the low back. Take one more breath here. And then we're going to come up nice and slow. So think about walking your hands up to your knees, gently push into your knees to come up slow, gentle, and mindful. And then once you found your way up, we're going to pull the left knee up towards the chest, just a light little squeeze. And then right away, release it down, switch over to the other foot. Pick that leg up, draw it in for a gentle squeeze. Beautiful. And then release. And then we're going to come back to the other side. Pick that leg up, draw it up for a gentle squeeze. Nice. And then release, switch over to the other side, pick it up, give it a light, gentle squeeze. And release. Nice. One more time each side. Pick that leg up, draw it up, light squeeze, and release. Over to the other side, pick it up, give it a light squeeze, and release. Beautiful. Come into mountain pose. So feet nice and firm on the ground, reaching down through the hands, lifting up through the crown of the head. Inhale, raise your arms up and look up. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands down at your sides. Inhale, arms up and look up. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands down at your sides. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands down at your sides. And then we're going to reach back, catch hold of the back of the chair, whatever hand hold works good for you. And then think about squeezing the shoulder blades together. So heart's going to lift forward, lift your chin. And then either push your lips up towards the ceiling or your chin up towards the ceiling. So you're either making a bulldog chin or kissing the sky, whichever feels like a better sensation to you. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, start by releasing your chin, release your hands, and now we're going to step the feet out to a wide position with a nice generous bend in the knee. So think seated ragdoll fold. So we're going to lift the belly and then fold forward. Let your hands catch hold of your toes, your shins, the floor, whatever handhold works good for you. But now find a soft heaviness through the top of your head. Take one more breath. And then when you're ready, come up nice and slow. Walk your hands up your shins, up your knees, up your thighs. Step your feet back in so that they're about hip width distance apart, and come back to your mountain pose, rooting into your feet, lifting up through the top of your head. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up and look up. Exhale, we'll fold forward. So think about lifting the heart and then diving the heart forward. Inhale to a half forward fold. So we're going to hold this half forward fold. Gazes down at the floor, strong through the back of the body. Can you pull your arms up into a cactus or goalpost position, and then draw your elbows back slightly so you feel a little bit more engagement through the backs of the shoulders and the shoulder blades. And then when you're ready, we're going to release. So hands are going to find those shins, slide back down, finding that forward fold position. Pull your abdominal muscles in, roll all the way up to standing. Roll your shoulders up to your ears, around, down, and back. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up and look up. Exhale and fold, dive the heart down. Inhale to that half forward fold position. Hold that half forward fold position. Lift your arms into that cactus or goalpost. Draw the elbows back slightly, just to the point that you feel that nice engagement in the shoulder blades. And then when you're ready, release. Hands to the shins, find that folded position, pull the abdominal muscles in, roll back up. Roll your shoulders up to your ears, around, down, and back. One more just like that. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to half forward fold. Find that strength in your back. Lift your arms to that cactus or goalpost position. Draw the elbows back, engage the shoulders. Take a nice big inhale. And then as you exhale, soften. Hands find the shins, soften all the way down. Pull the abdominal muscles in, roll up to a stand. Roll up to your seated mountain pose. Roll your shoulders down and back. Beautiful. Left hand's going to touch down to the chair. Right hand's going to reach up. Take a nice gentle side bend. Beautiful. And then release over to the other side. Right hand touches down, left hand reaches up. Awesome. Lift back up. Now we're going to take it into a seated twist and add a side bend. So right hand's going to find the left knee, rotate first, reach that left hand out to shoulder height, flip the palm so it's facing up towards the ceiling, take a side bend. Beautiful. Release as you lift up with control, and then we're going to take that twist all the way over to the other side. Catch your knee, find your leverage, reach that back hand to shoulder height, flip the palm up towards the ceiling, and then reach that hand up alongside your ear and add your side bend. Beautiful. When you're ready, lift up with control, rotate back to center, find your mountain pose. Inhale, arms up and look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to a half forward fold. Exhale to soften down. We're going to slide up the left leg, grab that knee, pull it up towards your chest, give a light little squeeze. And then we're going to hold onto that knee, but now re-grab so that you get the heel as well. Externally rotate the knee, and then rock that leg just a little bit side to side. Nice. And then finding your figure four shape. If it feels available, bring the leg across the thigh, sit up nice and tall. We're going to take a rotation here. So we're going to start by rotating towards the bottom of the foot. You're going to reach across, catch a little handhold at the bottom of the foot, find a gentle twist here. Beautiful. Release. And we're going to take that over to the other side. So you're going to reach across and find the top of the knee, rotate there. Awesome. And then as we're rotated towards the knee, we're just going to soften that rotation a little bit. So heart is facing towards the knee. And then we're going to reach down, grab the back side of that knee, pull the knee up towards the chest, give a light little squeeze, and then push the knee away. Bring that knee in towards your heart, and then push it away. One more just like that. Bring the knee in toward your heart and push it away, and then rotate heart to center. And now we're going to take it into a fold. So lift your chest, fold forward just to a depth that feels good to you. And then whatever feels comfortable with your hands, let them just be wherever that feels the best so that you can soften through the back of the body, soften through the back of your neck. Take one more breath. And then lift up through the top of your head. Let your heart follow. We're going to lift that leg off, but send it out nice and long. So a little flex in the foot. And we're going to take 3 folds here. So lift up, think belly up and over, reach toward your foot. And then we're going to put a little pressure on. So slide your hand up the side of the leg. Think lymphatic movement. We're just going to drag that hand up the side of the body, reach it up and overhead. Exhale, reach toward your foot. Slide your hand up the side of the leg, up the side of the body, reach it up and overhead. And then one more here, folding forward, hand to the side of the leg, press in, slide it up the side of the leg, up the side of the body, reach it up, and then release that hand down and then find your mountain pose again. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up and look up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to half forward fold. Exhale to soften down, and now we're going to take it up the other leg. So slide up that leg, grab the knee, pull the knee up to the chest, a light little squeeze, and then hold on to that knee, re-grab the heel, externally rotate, and rock the leg a little side to side. Nice. And then when you're ready, find your figure 4 shape if it's available across the thigh, and then we're going to take it into a twist. You're going to reach the hand across, finding the bottom of the foot, rotate to one side, take a nice big breath. Beautiful. And then release and take that rotation to the other side, catching the outside of the knee. Nice. And then keeping turn to that side, but softening up that rotation so your heart is pointing toward your knee. And now we're going to re-grab the bottom side of the knee, pull the knee up to the chest, and then push the knee away. Pull the knee up to the chest and push the knee away. Awesome. One more time. Pull the knee up to the chest, push the knee away, and now rotate towards the front of the leg. Think up and over. Lean your heart forward to a fold that feels good to you, and then wherever your hands are the happiest. Take one more breath. And then lift up through the top of your head. Let your heart follow. Help lift that leg off. Extend it nice and long. And then 3 folds here. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, reach towards your foot. Slide your hands up the side of the leg. So just a little gentle press up the side body, up and overhead. Exhale, reach towards your foot. Slide your hand up the side body, up and overhead. Beautiful. One more time. Folding forward. Slide your hand all the way up. And then release that hand down as you slide the foot in, and now just scoot your butt back just a little bit so you have a good firm seat. And now we're going to come back to the head and the neck. So start by just dropping left ear to left shoulder. Pick the head up to center. Drop your right ear over to your right shoulder. Pick your head back up to center. Now we're going to take left ear to left shoulder, but now left hand is going to reach up and over. So we're going to catch hold of the side of the head. And now you're going to put a little resistance on. So you're going to try to push your head into your hand, and your hand is going to resist just a little bit. Don't injure yourself, but just to a point where you feel a little bit of engagement in the side, the muscles in the side of the neck, pushing your head into your hand. Hand is offering a little bit of resistance. Take one more breath. And then relax that position. Just let your ear fall toward your shoulder and just let your hand be heavy here. Awesome. Now we're going to rotate. So nose is going to rotate down towards the armpit, which means you might change the placement of your hand on your head. Cool. And then release ear back to the shoulder. One good breath. And then release your hand, lift your head to center, take it over to the other side. So ear to shoulder to start. And now we're going to reach that right hand up, over, and across. So we're finding the side of the head, and then the hand is going to offer some resistance as you push your head up into your hand, holding that resistance. Just make sure you're not injuring yourself. So it's a gentle sensation. You're not trying to not trying to shoot your head over to the side of the room. Take one more breath and then release that tension and just let your ear soften towards your shoulder. Relax your hand so that you're just letting the weight of your hand on your head draw you slightly deeper into that sensation. Cool. And then rotate nose down towards the armpit, readjust your hand as needed. Beautiful. Bring it back. So ear to shoulder. Take one more breath. And then release your hand. Now we're going to roll chin down to chest. Take a couple little figure eights here, just to kind of mush out the back of the neck. Awesome. And then bring your head back up to a nice neutral position. And if you're wearing glasses here, you might choose to take them off and just place them somewhere safe. And then we're going to take thumbs and find first the end points of your inside of your eyebrows. And then we're going to slip into the curve of the eye. So slide in just a little bit, that place where you might go, if you have a headache, you might just kind of bring those thumbs right into that space. So that's where we're shooting for. So rather than the peaky points of the eyebrows, now we're going to slide in a little bit to that inner curve of the eye, find that little bony indention, and then just allow your head to rest forward. So you're going to let the weight of your head rest on your thumbs. Take 3 nice big breaths here. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, gently lift your head up, slide your thumbs down along the eyebrows, find your temples, give your temples a little gentle rub. And then take your thumb and just draw those circles down the jawline, all the way down to the chin. Great. And then if you had taken your glasses off, go ahead and put them back on. And now we're just going to scooch our butt way back in our chair, coming back to our seated Shavasana. So scoot your butt back, get yourself comfortable, make sure your clothes are in a good position, your hair's in a good position, and then come back to a nice soft stillness, letting your feet find a happy place to land, allowing your legs to get nice and heavy. Allow a soft roundness in your belly. Arms are soft and heavy, shoulders are soft and heavy. Start to bring your awareness back into your body. Become aware of the chair beneath your butt and behind your back. And then see if you can draw your awareness down to your feet without opening your eyes if that's available. And we're going to crunch up the feet like you're trying to pick something up at the bottom of your feet. So just curl up your toes, crunch up the bottom of the feet, feel that nice strong position of the feet, and then soften your feet back down to the ground. And then do that again. Crunch up the feet like you're trying to pick something up with the bottoms of your feet, and then relax. And then do that one more time. Crunch up the bottoms of the feet, hold that little bit of tension for a moment, and then release. And then just bring a little bit of gentle pedaling into your feet. So pick up one heel and then the other. And again, we're keeping the eyes closed if you can. So don't try to think too much about what your shape looks like, but what it feels like. Gently move your feet, pick up one heel and then the other. And then let that foot petting come to stillness. You're just going to kick your left leg forward, twirl your left foot in circles, go in one direction, eyes closed if you can. Twirl your foot in circles, go the other way. Awesome. And then release that foot down, switch over to the other side. So you're just going to kick your foot forward slightly so the foot is off the ground. And then you're just going to twirl that foot in circles, go in one direction. And then twirl your foot in circles, go the other way. Lovely. And then relax that foot down to the ground. Lift your back away from your seat. Walk your butt forward in your chair, eyes closed if you can. And then with your feet nice and firm on the ground, imagine pressing into the feet so your legs become slightly active. Lift up through the crown of your head, hands just soft and comfortable wherever they land. Soften your shoulders down. And now we're just going to tune back into the head and the neck. So you're going to pull your chin back and down like you're making a tiny double chin. Hold that position for a moment and then release. And then do it again. Pull the chin back and down. And then release. And then we'll do that one more time. Pull the chin back and down. And then release. And then with a soft position of the head, little tiny 1-inch circles in the air with your nose. So keep your cheekbones soft, keep your jaw soft. And it's a really small and gentle movement. So we're not turning the head in the full range of motion, just like you're drawing a little imaginary 1-inch circle in the air with your nose. One more circle around in this direction. And then take your circles, draw them the other way. Beautiful. And then let all of that come to stillness. Bring your prayer hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra and bow your head to your heart. Breathing in love and gratitude for yourself, for your mind, for your body, and for all of your hard work. And as you exhale, think about letting your shoulders soften your jaw, and imagine letting go of anything you're holding on to that won't serve you through the rest of your day. And then when you feel ready, gently lift up through the top of your head, gently open your eyes. I bow to you. Happy Wednesday.